My name is Taitelbaum. I'm the founder of Coshx Labs. We build startup projects both for new companies as well as existing companies looking to innovate. The big guys like Google and Facebook, they can offer these crazy salaries that we can't compete with, and you can go and work those like 70-hour weeks sitting in a cubicle, like learning a lot. It's really high stress. It's a great place to go, don't get me wrong. And we found that one of the avenues that we can compete with them is that we can offer more an environment where our interns have more drive, where they're launching a startup and they're able to put their name behind it and really get out there, as opposed to building some plugin of some tool.
My name is Justin Dao. I'm a third year in the e-school. I'm a computer science and computer engineering double major. The semester before, I got involved with the Coshx, which is a website for it's like Grammar Professor but for UVA, but it's like UVA specific. And we're using this new framework called Ruby on Rails. And I started learning it, and then I got an email from like the e-school, probably the CS jobs, competing jobs. It said it was Ben Taitelbaum from Coshx, and he was was looking for interns, and he said they used the Ruby on Rails framework, and I was really interested in it because I had been doing it before. So I sent him an email, and he responded to me, and he'd come to the office, and I came in and I did a little bit of pair programming with him, and said I thought that was a good fit for it. My favorite part was probably the amount of learning I did. It was my first internship I've ever had, so I learned a lot about just the Rails and the framework itself and how it goes down, how we interact with the company I worked with, I built an application for. The main benefit is really having that relationship with someone, with like your boss.
There seem to be a lot of strong ties between business and the university. So it seems like there are those internship programs, the fact that Darden students can just build a startup. They get a little, if they get into the iLab, they can just go out and build something that betters the community. So we have all these projects, some coming out of the university bettering the community, some happening in the community where university students can learn from and gain valuable experience from.
If you're a computer science major and you're interested in a certain thing, like for me I was interested in the Rails framework, just look for things that do that, because if you're interested in it, you'll do well.
I think that the big resource we have is UVA, but also the community around UVA. We live in one of the most educated cities in America, and so that is a huge resource, that there's so much talent in such a small area. So what I think a student can do is find a good balance of those, right? Where it's putting your head down and getting something done and being known for that, but at the same time making sure that the word actually gets out that they're doing that. So with technology, working on open source projects is a great way.
I mean, if you have an idea, just pursue that idea. If you think it's a really good idea, learn how to make it something that is tangible. Just don't sit there with the idea I think this is a good idea, and then do nothing. That's not gonna get you anywhere. So you really gotta take the, or if you don't really have an idea, look for what is out there and look for something that you like and that you love and want to help work on, and just pursue that. There are a couple of, I need to start making a list. Sometimes I'll be walking down and be like, this could be a cool idea for an app or something. You need to start making a list of these things.
I want to say Foodio guys, they just started doing it. They're just we just want to build an app and put it out there and start talking to people. And honestly, it's really scary to do that. A lot of the entrepreneurs I know are often too afraid to do that because they're so afraid that someone won't like it. Getting over that is probably the best thing that anyone can do. I'm looking for people who are willing to put in that effort to work hard, and I'm hoping to show them what resources they can use so that they don't get stuck on something. And that kind of gets back to your question of what can people do. Well, even if you're in a tiny city and you don't have resources of Charlottesville, you can still have virtual connections. even just going on, signing up for Stack Overflow and starting to answer other people's questions.
Yeah.
You end up learning. What they can do specifically in Charlottesville are that we have all of these meetups, and I think it's CBIC now, the Charlottesville Business Innovation Council, has a newsletter, and there's so many events on that. I don't even know where to begin. HackCville as well, just like looking at HackCville's calendar, it's hard not to get involved.
It's really a great place to start. There's so many helpful people here and so many resources for you to use that it's really, if you have any, you have no excuse now. You got HackCville here.